A very good evening to everyone. Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, our BSSC Director, Dr. S. Unikrishnan, my colleague Shri Rajesh Cham, and the President of the TMA and the CEO of the Adani Group in Vinyam, and Sri Padma Kumar, our co-chair of Trivandrum, and Subramaniam, Vice President, and Sunil is our Secretary. There are many past presidents of TMA. It is customary to say their names, but sometime I may leave out somebody, so I'm not going to venture that. And the executive members of TMA and the industry leaders, members of the media, and all the invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is a Trivandrum cause, and it is time for us to act. For a long time, Trivandrum was largely seen as a Kerala's laid-back capital, and as a seat of legislature perhaps, and executives, but not as a center of entrepreneurship and economic activity. So I think we have to change these characteristics and bring in some vibrancy in our capital region, and we should make Trivandrum as a dynamic urban area. And so that is the sole goal of this time, the Trivandrum Convention. As you know that a lot of activities have taken place through various organizations representing to the government during the last several years. And we also know that the potential to become an even more exceptional powerhouse of economic and intellectual activity which can fuel Kerala's growth in the future and from Trivandrum. In fact, it is critical that we do this now because the world continues to get more and more urbanized. I think 2019, the UN statistics show that more than 50% of the population of the world are living in urban areas. And by 2030, perhaps more and more people will be getting urbanized, or rather staying in the urban area, and by 2030 is estimated to be more than 60%. But the pandemic might have slowed down the process a little bit, but no doubt that these urban areas continue to drive the dynamic economic growth of the country. As we know that Cochin being like a commercial capital, and we used to say that Trivandrum is a cultural capital, but we have to look far ahead of it. We want to reinvigorate the urban life and build more resilience, sustainability, and make the cities comfortable and equitable. I think there is a concept, many of you will know, about 15-minute city, a place where people work, live, learn, shop, relax, play, and within a 15 minutes travel time. And that is an ultimate in an urban development. I don't know in near future we will achieve that as a 15-minute city, but certainly we should try at least to be a 30-minute city. I used to come from my home to the hospital in very few minutes, 15 minutes before when we started, but now it takes about 45 minutes. So certainly things have to change. We need fresh perspectives that can help us craft a developmental path that builds Trivandrum's strength. And we are going to debate in this conference, as has been pointed out by Rajesh Cham, sustainable development, human capital, infrastructural improvements, seamless connectivity, world-class, improved livability, etc. And so we will discuss about many projects which are coming up or already came up and how to develop it further. For example, strengthening Technopark's place in the IT sector, the fast tracking of the Trivandrum port, which is already happening, developing the Trivandrum airport to gain more connectivity, and convert Trivandrum into a medical tourism hub, overhauling Trivandrum's traditional markets, developing an integrated waste and sewage management system. And that is a very crucial element in our infrastructural development. And that is where, we need a lot of help from the government. So it is important that we define clear objectives for each development initiative, besides establishing measurable goals and implementation plans for every venture. What is clear to all of us who live in the city and care about the city is that it is time to fast track its development. So it's not only time to listen and reflect, but I think more importantly is time to act. So in the coming deliberations, I think please participate and contribute so that we don't have a laid-back capital, but we have got a dynamic and vibrant capital. Thank you. Jai Hind.